Venezuela is now under intense pressure from the United States and the oil industry at the center of it. The US is effectively taking control of Venezuelan oil production and exports. This is not hypothetical.
We're going to have our very large United States oil companies, the biggest anywhere in the world, go in, spend billions of dollars, fix the badly broken infrastructure, the oil infrastructure, and start making money for the country.
American companies are literally moving into Venezuela, buying up assets, securing contracts, and setting the stage to profit massively, and more money will be flowing to powerful people and institutions while ordinary Venezuelans are left behind. US companies will profit directly. Major oil corporations and service companies will get contracts to extract and transport the oil. Shipping, refining, and distribution will all generate huge revenues inside the US. The government will benefit through taxes, licensing fees, and export duties. Meanwhile, Venezuelan production, which could have funded public services or local development, is now redirected to benefit foreign actors. Ordinary Venezuelans will see very little of this money, if at all. They will face continued shortages of electricity, gasoline, and basic goods because profits are leaving the country and local reinvestment is minimal. Other countries will also profit through partnerships with US companies. Canada
Canada, my land that I love. You gave us bacon.
No.
And Canada Dry Ginger Ale.
with its energy technology and engineering firms, will provide equipment and technical support. Brazil benefits from joint ventures and cross border pipelines. European nations, including the Netherlands and the United Kingdom, supply financing, shipping, services, and trade channels. Even Asian markets like Japan gain through refined petroleum imports or joint investments in downstream processing. Each of these countries profits from Venezuelan oil indirectly, while the Venezuelan economy remains weak and heavily dependent on foreign oversight. Elon Musk is also positioned to benefit. His companies could be contracted for energy infrastructure, shipping, or tech related services linked to managing or monitoring Venezuelan production. Any technology that optimizes supply chains, storage, or energy distribution creates a private profit opportunity. Elon's involvement has nothing to do with humanitarian support. Let's be so for real. It's about leveraging infrastructure and technology to generate revenue in a market that the US now controls. Okay? Congress will benefit as well. Politicians and lobbyists connected to the energy sector gain influence over contracts, trade agreements, and federal oversight. Legislation related to energy exports or foreign investment can increase political power for certain members, while campaign contributions flow from major energy players. Essentially, the US government consolidates both political and financial control over a foreign resource without fully funding extraction risks themselves. The result is a combination of profit and influence concentrated in American hands, while Venezuelans face the consequences or the short end, or they receive the short end of the stick. Venezuelans themselves are losing control of their resources and their future. Jobs in the oil sector may go to foreign contractors, local wages are going to stagnate, and the government's ability to fund education and healthcare and infrastructure is reduced even more. Shortages in electricity and gasoline continue, and prices remain unaffordable for many families. The wealth generated from their natural resources is exported and taken abroad. Social programs are limited, leaving people struggling daily. For Venezuelans, the promise of prosperity from their own land is effectively stolen, and the consequences are visible in public unrest, migration, and hunger. If you are looking to migrate from Venezuela in the future as a result of this, please go to the United States. Since your oil is there, you have every right to benefit from the government benefits in that country, go and flourish in the United States. And at this point, your citizenship is sealed along with the adoption of your oil. As long as they have your oil, you might as well, you belong there as well. The US has structured the seizing of Venezuelan oil to maximize its own gain. Every barrel of oil that leaves Venezuela is taxed, refined, and sold through American or allied channels. US based companies capture the majority of the profits, while allied nations profit from service contracts and logistics. Politicians, lobbyists, connected entrepreneurs, as well as your favorite influencers, profit from oversight and management of the system. Meanwhile, Venezuelans bear the brunt. Shortages, economic instability, and social strain will continue. This is the reality. The oil stays in the ground, but the wealth flows abroad. So, this whole thing is not about economic recovery or stability for Venezuela. It is a clear exercise of control over a resource rich country. The oil market is central to global energy supply, and having direct influence over Venezuela allows the US and its allies to manipulate pricing, supply chains, geopolitics, all of it in their favor. Ordinary people in Venezuela are not the priority. They suffer as infrastructure decays, costs rise, and opportunity vanishes. The profits leave. The control remains with the US. The suffering of the Venezuelan people grows. And in the end, this situation illustrates a system designed to extract wealth and power from one country to benefit another. US companies, Congress, allied nations, and private actors like Elon Musk all gain. Venezuelans pay the price. The control of the Venezuelan oil is not just a business strategy, it is a tool of global political influence and economic domination. The longer the system persists, the more entrenched foreign profits become, while Venezuelans face continued hardship, scarcity, and dependence on the very countries profiting from their own resources.